Going over our chapter 4 quiz. So instead of using class time, you can watch this video. I'm going to go over it. And you can see where you made your mistakes. Which function is a linear function? Okay. And a linear function, you should know, is any function whose graph is a straight line. So this goes down and up. This is curved and this is curved. So our only answer is here. That is our linear function. Number 2, which of the following functions has a positive slope? And we can see positive slopes go up and to the right. So our positive slope is right here at A. It goes up and to the right. And which of the following linear functions has a slope of 0? 0 slopes means 0 steepness. So horizontal lines have a 0 slope. So here you go. It's flat. It's not steep at all. So that's our 0 slope. So that was 2 and 3. Question 4. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Which of the following equations represents a linear function? Okay. The rules to represent if something's a linear function you should have in your notes. X and y cannot be multiplied together. X and y must only have exponents of 1. X and y cannot be in the denominators. They cannot be in exponents, and they cannot be in the square roots. So, of all the ones that meet it, well, x and y are being multiplied together, and it's being squared, so that's not it. Y has an exponent of 3. Nope, not linear. X and y are in the denominator here, and they're being multiplied together. So this equation is a linear function because it meets all the requirements we've been studying. And number 4. Zoom up a little bit here. Okay. Number 5. There are 2 straight lines on a coordinate graph. Line A has a slope of 12. Line B has a slope of -2. Which statement is true? Well, slope has to do with steepness. So, and line A has a slope of 12, and B has a slope of -2. So, you know, line A is steeper. It's got a larger number for slope. It's got a larger rise and run. Right? They don't have the same. There is enough information to decide, and B has a slope of -2, so that's not going to work. Number 6. What are the x and y intercepts of y plus 48 equals 8x? This might require you to do some tic-tac-toe. I'll show the work here. Okay. So I'll put 0 in for y, so I get 0 plus 48. Turn this light here. 0 plus 48 equals 8x. So 48 equals 8x. Divide both sides by 8 and you get 6. Okay. So our x-intercept is at 6, 0. Y, and I'm going to find the x-intercept. Put 0 in for, I'm going to find the y-intercept by putting 0 in for x. So I get y plus 48 equals 0 minus 48. Okay, so I found the x and y-intercept, and the answer is D. There we go. That's the answer to number 6. There's the work. Number 7. What are the x and y-intercepts of this linear function below? The definition of x and y-intercepts are where it crosses the x and y axis. And here you go. This point is 2, 0. This point up here is 0, 4. Here's our y-int, and here's our x-intercept. They're right there. They show it. And I've made sure there's a big x, so x and y is y-intercept. 8, it says find the slope of this line. Okay. You have a couple more options now that you could use the slope formula, but back then I really hadn't showed it to you so much, so you probably just did rise over run. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a run of 4 and a rise of 1, 2, 3. So my slope is 3 over 4, but it's a negative slope because it goes down and to the right. So we got negative 3/4, and that is B. Number 9, find the x and y intercepts of this linear function. Okay. So another one around x and y intercepts. So let's figure it out. So it's a tic-tac-toe. I just showed you that, so I'm going to put 0 in for x. Let's see if I can get y. So y is 8. So one of the y-intercept is 0, 8. Oh, sorry, I messed this up. I wrote down 20 as 40. Stupid. Okay, so the y-intercept is 4, 0, 4. Okay, we've got 2 answers with 0, 4. Alright, now I got to find the other intercept, so it's x plus 5 times 0 equals 20. X equals 20. So 20, 0, and that means our answer is A. Okay, we've been talking about finding the linear functions from tables and graphs, right? So we are looking for a constant rate on x and y. I'm going to check A really quickly. That's plus 1. That's plus 1. That's plus 1. That's plus 1. So the x's are plus 1. Let me just double check the y's. That's plus 6. That's plus 2, so that can't be it. I'm looking for a constant change in both x and y. Just look here. That's 1.5. And this is plus 1.5, but then this is plus 0.5, so it can't be that. So it's either B or C. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. There it is. There's our linear function. We see a constant rate in both x and y. So that was the main point of our, the main part of our first linear quiz. I gave you extra credit if you could figure out the slope when you have this point, and I gave you the formula just to remind you. So it says to do the second y value minus our first y value over your second x value minus your first x value. So x. So you get 12 over 3. And if you did that, you got extra credit. If you turned it into 4 over 1, you got extra credit. If you just said that's 4, that's good too. Those are all worth extra credit.